Welcome to digitalconstructive.com, and in this video we're going to be taking a quick look at what you can do with a D-12 license. Now the D-12 Synthetic Products Contractor classification is a classification that encompasses a wide range of different synthetic products. I'm not going to go through each one of these because we're going to cover it in the video. However, I have this definition linked below. Now this falls under the C61 Limited Specialty umbrella. And again, I've got all of this linked below. However, I want to take a look at 2 points that are quite pertinent to this video. An applicant classified and licensed in the classification Limited Specialty shall confine activities as a contractor to that field or fields and scope of operations set forth in the application and accepted by the registrar, or to that permitted by Section 831. Next, a specialty contractor other than a C61 contractor may perform work within the field and scope of operations classification C61, provided the work is consistent with established usage and procedure in the construction industry and is related to the specialty contractor's classification. So you always want to make sure that the work that you're doing falls under the correct contractor license classification. When you apply to the CSLB, your certifier is going to be very clear about what exactly you're doing, your skill set, the materials you're using, and at that point it will be accepted by the CSLB. So you always want to make sure that what you're doing falls under the correct classification so that you don't run into any issues. No matter what anybody tells you or what you hear online, you always want to go by what the CSLB says to avoid any issues. Now, the vast majority of the contractors that hold this classification are doing bathtub, sink refinishing, shower pan services, fiberglass services, pool and spa resurfacing, porcelain, tile stalls and marble, ceramic tile refinishing and maintenance, floor tile and grout cleaning. This is the main area of expertise that contractors that hold the D-12 Synthetic Products Contractor License Classification are doing. Next up is turf and artificial grass. This is a huge industry that falls under this classification as well. So installation and maintenance of putting greens, pet turf, sports fields. This is the basin install, synthetic grass and paver installations, doing measurements and estimates, sprinkler installations and repair. This could also be a turf vendor or supply service in some cases. So this is one of the other big areas of expertise that falls under the D-12. And then we've also got epoxy and waterproofing. So this is another big one. Epoxy services, floors and concrete resurfacing. Typically, these are found in a variety of different settings, including restaurants and car dealership floors. This is crack repair, deck and stair waterproofing, decorative finishes, and mostly related services under the epoxy and waterproofing umbrella. Now, in the state of California, contractors can hold multiple license classifications. The most common, in addition to the D-12, are the B General Building Classification, C-27 Landscaping, and C-15 Flooring. Now, to get an additional contractor license, you've got to have the experience in that particular trade. We've got information about holding multiple contractor licenses. You can definitely check that out on our website. Now, in order to get the D-12, you've got to pass an exam that's going to cover everything encompassing California construction law. So license requirements, advertising and subcontracting, cash management, business structures, workers' compensation and taxes, insurance types, various types of contracts. All of this is covered in our course that you can find below the video. Now, the exam is going to be 115 questions. It's going to be multiple choice, closed book. You'll get 3 hours to complete it. It'll be taken via computer at a proctored testing facility that's going to be assigned to you based on your zip code. Now, in addition to that, you want to make sure that you have some math skills tight. Make sure you're familiar with your basic arithmetic. You're prepared for questions that may include units of measurement, basic calculating of square footage, and questions related to percentages and decimals. And again, all of this is covered in our course. Now, what we present to you is everything you need to know in a clear and easy to understand format with tons of examples and diagrams, essentially a full summary of everything you need to know. Now, this would come in the form of physical study guides or ebooks, online videos with audio reviews, tons of online practice tests, a complete math course, and then of course application preparation and review, along with full customer support throughout the entire process. Now, we've got a separate video that goes into the requirements for the D-12 license. I strongly suggest that you check that out. Below the video, we've also got links to the most updated fees as well as the application. Now, I hope you found this information helpful. If you've any questions, drop them in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Again, this is digitalconstructive.com, and thanks again for watching.